Couch Devotionals with Pastor Scott. Hello. Time for another Couch Devotional with Pastor Scott. Today we are looking at Exodus chapter 2, verses 1 through 10. This is a piece of scripture where Moses is discovered in the Nile. Classic scripture if we have grown up in the church or we're in Sunday school and that sort of stuff. Often this is a piece of scripture that people talk about and learn in Sunday school. And then we're going to read through the scripture, have a brief little discussion around kind of what we saw or what happened in it, and then I'm going to leave you with some questions for the day. So here it is, chapter 2, verses 1 through 10. Now a man from the house of Levi, this is important for later on as we go into Exodus, from the house of Levi went and married a Levite woman. The woman conceived and bore a son, and when she saw that he was a fine baby, she hid him 3 long months. When she could hide him no longer, she got a papyrus basket for him and plastered it with bitumen and pitch. And she put the child in it and placed it among the reeds on the bank of the river. His sister stood at a distance to see what would happen to him. The daughter of Pharaoh came down to bathe at the river, while the attendees walked beside the river. She saw this basket among the reeds and sent her maid to bring it. When she opened it, she saw the child. He was crying, and she took pity on him. "This must be one of the Hebrew children," she said. Then his sister said to Pharaoh's daughter, "Shall I go and get a nurse from the Hebrew women to nurse the child for you?" Pharaoh's daughter said to her, "Yes." So the girl went and called the child's mother. Pharaoh's daughter said to her, "Take this child and nurse it for me, and I will give you your wages." So the woman took the child and nursed it. When the child grew up, she brought him to Pharaoh's daughter, and she took him in as her son. She named him Moses, because she said, "I drew him out of the water." In our scripture today, we see Pharaoh's daughter do this very grand gesture of love, picking out a baby from the water and making sure that this baby, a male child, which, as we recall from yesterday, Pharaoh had ordered to be killed, making sure that this male child would be cared for. Going in direct opposition to what Pharaoh had just said, Pharaoh's daughter made sure that this child, Moses, was cared for. And this brings up a question. Of course, we go around and we interact with many people, and we have many opportunities to give kindness and show kindness. Who has been this life-giving person for you? Who has metaphorically come over and picked you up out of the reeds? Maybe it's someone who, at a very young age, was a mentor to you. Maybe it was someone who, saw your need or your time of need and reached out with generosity, with money or shelter, or making sure that you were provided for, making sure that you were cared for. Who was this person? And now our question for today is, how can we be this person for someone else? How can we go looking in the reeds, finding people who are in need, taking them up and acting as they are our own children, acting as they are our own blood, acting as if they are just as precious and just as worthy as when someone did this for us? That has been Couch Devotionals with Pastor Scott. We'll see you tomorrow. Couch Devotionals with Pastor Scott.